Accessing Terran Archive Entry Hotel Delta-105a. Access granted. Presenting entry.
What is up, my fellow space engineers of the world? Today we are diving back into the Terran archives to briefly discuss the first nation to ever colonize the stars, the United Federation of Terranova. Terranova was founded in 2552 in the era of Unity as a result of the Waning War from 2208 to 2236, and the colonial explosion that followed. The nations of the Sol system waged war amongst each other over simple and petty differences for decades, and would be known as the Waning War in the history books. It was given this name since every nation was waiting for the world powers to use nuclear weapons to eradicate each other. Luckily, other than a few incidents, nuclear annihilation was never achieved. Instead, after decades of fighting, the nations of the Sol system reached an agreed theory. Why must we fight amongst ourselves over one star system when there is a galaxy waiting for us? That ideology gave birth to the United Nations of Sol, whose central focus was to achieve interstellar travel so that humanity can take to the stars. In a short time, humanity successfully colonized over 10 star systems by 2248, and in order to make sure that each of these systems were equally represented, a new government was formed, and the UNS would be reorganized as the United Federation of Terranova. Terranova to this day remains as an electoral oligarchy, meaning that the nation is ruled by multiple leaders who are elected in, and in the case of Terranova, each member of the government's ruling council is elected in by each of the core star systems. Underneath the council are the 4 branch directors. Each of the 4 branches focus on a separate part of the nation, that being military, science, industry, and politics, and everything that falls underneath. The Federation controls over 40 star systems, making it a superpower on the world stage. Due to the nation's size, Terranova is the only country to have 2 capital systems, the Sol system being its civilian and economic capital, and the Java system being the Federation's military capital. However, being as massive as they have to deal with stability issues constantly. While the core systems are extremely prosperous, the outer colonies remain unstable and on a slow decline due to the constant attacks from raiders, and even more so from the almost complete neglect from the central government. Internal politics may be complicated, but its foreign politics and relations are at least not as bad. The United Federation of Terranova maintains good relations with the Northern Colonial Union, Bourbon Republic, Colonial Republic of Puncia, and the West End Republic. As for the country's bad relations, the nation's enemies are as many as its allies. The nations of the Farsak Empire, Harris Military State, Harumba People's Republic, Jorkis Protectorate, and Phoenix Empire all have their many reasons for disliking the Federation. These nations will be broken down in future archive entries. Speaking of alliances, the United Federation of Terranova is part of 3 major alliances of different types. First off is the Northman Trade Pact, which is an economic alliance started by the Northman Colonial Union. Second is the Voyager Coalition, started by Terranova to develop an exploratory vessel that can travel farther than any other vessel in history, with the help from the Northmen, Bourbon Republic, and Puncia. Finally, we have the Terran Shield, which is a defensive attack one attack all alliance started by Terranova to protect its allies. Terranova is only officially at war with only one entity known as the Raider Insurgency, which will be discussed in a future archive entry. As for the unofficial side of things, the Phoenix Empire and the United Federation of Terranova partake in multiple border conflicts and disputes along their shared border, which is one of the few culprits for rising tensions in the known galaxy. And that is all the information that is allowed to be disclosed about the United Federation of Terranova. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill. And be sure to check out the other archive videos along with my other ongoing series, Dawn of Chaos. Thanks again to everyone for watching till the end, and I'll see you all next time. See you guys then.